Hey, what is up, guys? It's your boy Kingdom Soldier, and I'm back again with another gameplay slash commentary. Welcome to Pro Tips Volume 6. I want to talk to you guys today about teamwork and choosing teammates. Really, I have learned in my short time on the sticks, which has been many years, so I guess, well, it's still a short time. I haven't played as long as most players like COD 4. I didn't start playing until the second half of Modern Warfare 2. So I have learned in that time that a full party of players is always going to have an advantage. And when you play with other people, you have a 90% chance of having a more fun playing the game and a better time playing the game, because at least when you lose, someone else is there to lose with you. And normally playing with another person can prevent you from raging. When you're playing by yourself, it's like you're guaranteed to have a desire to not play anymore when you lose a couple games in a row to a full party. And so we had a hardpoint game yesterday, and I was playing with Shao. He must have got 50-something kills. I was playing with Ocho as well. And the three of us were with three randoms that went super negative. However, we would have won sheerly on our slaying because we all went very positive. However, the other team, the whole team, was negative. But they were a full party, they were communicating well, and their anchor in Hardpoint was doing an extremely awesome job. And if you guys don't know what an anchor is, real quick, that is the person that holds the spawns for the next Hardpoint and then rotates and continues to rotate to get the spawns. And we didn't really have an anchor, and so we were like, I'll go anchor, or I'll go run to the next one. But we were waiting too long, we were rotating too late, and so of course right after that game, because we only lost by like 4 or 5 points, it was very frustrating. So right after that game, I started playing anchor, and I played anchor for 3 games, and we didn't lose. We won by at least 100 points every game, just by having an anchor. And so it's really important that you have that position. But when you play with other people and you play as a team, it's a lot easier. And so what I want to talk to you guys about is, what should you look for? What do I look for when I'm choosing who I'm going to play with in pub matches, and who I choose to play competitive? Because I finally am going to get in game battles. Ocho and I are going to play 2v2s just to start out, and we've been doing some scrims, I guess you can call it. And if anybody wants to play against us, that's cool. Hit me up. We would love to play against you guys. But the first thing that people normally think of is kill-death ratio and score per minute, and I kind of want you guys to shy away from that. Don't just look at, when you've got 12 friends online and you want to play with somebody and one of the guys has a .87 KD and the other guy has a 1.6 KD, that .87 could be someone who always has 9 captures and 12 defends, and that's a person you probably want on your team. You need that objective sneaky player that can cap the flag or the domination point or the hard point, whatever it is, but that may not win all of their gunfights, but they can get onto the hard point, and maybe they die a lot because they're always playing the objective. And there's people like that, and don't get so KD happy that you forget about that person. And so what I look for and what I put as primary at the top of my list when I'm thinking about who I'm going to play with to have a good time on the sticks and to let teamwork do its thing is communication. And of course, first and foremost is callouts. I'm looking for teammates that are going to call out, that are going to communicate, and your callouts normally stem from your game knowledge, and that's another thing that kind of ties in with communication is, with YouTube being so big and Twitch being so big, it's not hard to find people with good game knowledge. Most of the people on my friends list know what they're talking about, and if they don't, you can see it in a YouTube video or someone will tell them. And so that's why when something, select fire foul, the minute that was discovered, everybody was using it because it was on YouTube and it was all over YouTube and it became a big deal. And now, I'm watching UMG Chicago today, the finals for that, and a lot of pro players are using the FAL instead of the M8, and so they, everybody, and so now, of course, in pubs tomorrow and the next day and the rest of the week, people are going to use select fire FALs. Going to be used a lot because everybody was using them at UMG Chicago, and there was at least 10,000 viewers today, and over the whole time they probably had a mix of anywhere between 20 and 30,000 people that have watched that, and then that's going to, you know, spread throughout the community. So communication is key to me, and callouts are first and foremost. And so you can learn callouts by watching pro players play. I know I say that a lot on my channel, but I'm telling you guys, my game has changed, revolutionized, and been a lot better. Even since Modern Warfare 3, I'm getting a lot more 50-plus games on Black Ops 2, a lot more. You know, at least 2 to 3 a night out of the 10 to 15 games I play. And that's purely by my game knowledge and learning about the game and learning about the spawns and learning about the different attachments by watching YouTube videos and watching pro players and seeing how they play the maps and how they play the games and what their callouts are. So personally, you have to have some personal communication rules. Like for me, I'm not necessarily going to be inclined to play with someone that cusses a lot, or rage cusses is kind of what I call it. Like they don't cuss a lot, but then when we're getting killed, they just start cussing, you know. And of course, I play with guys that sometimes use foul language, you know. We're on the sticks, and I don't always play in a private party of just my friends. You know, I play with my friends' friends, and I'm in game chat a lot of times when it's just 3 of us and 3 randoms, and they're gonna, you know, cuss and do whatever. And sometimes I'll mute them, especially if they're not helping the game at all. And then, you know, I also try to shy away from people that trash talk a lot. Because when you trash talk a lot and then you lose, you look really stupid. And I never want to look stupid on the sticks. And so I try to stay away from people that trash talk a lot but can't back it up. You know, if I'm in a full party of 6 on domination and we're winning game after game after game, and someone on my team trash talks a little bit, like, man, you guys didn't do that great or whatever, you know, I'll just not say anything, but I'm not going to necessarily leave the game. But I have sometimes left parties and said, oh, I got to get off or whatever, because my teammates were trash talking a team that was clearly beating us because they were better, but my teammates were like, oh, you're just camping, and you know that happens. The excuses fly when you start getting beat. And so, you know, the last thing you want to look for when you're looking for teammates, and what I look for, is different roles. And so I don't want to play with a team full of slayers. That's not my way of playing. That's not that doesn't help, you know. And so I look for different skill sets, you know, within the different roles. Like I want to play with an objective player, and someone that can play the objective really well. I normally, if I'm in a game and somebody like is sniping like a boss, at the end of the game, I'll send them a message and say, hey man, good sniping, like you're pretty good. And because if you can pick up a sniper that can go positive every game, like especially if they can go like 2 KD every game, that's a good person to have on your team for like domination, because they can keep people off the B flag like crazy. And so, you know, I might pick that person up. And an objective player, you know, someone who, oh wow, they had, you know, 19 captures and 12 defends on hardpoint, even though they went 8 and 21. I might send them a message that says, hey man, good objective play. Because those people are important. And so if someone on my team does that, I'm not going to immediately say, hey man, you know, you need to win your gunfights. You know, if they're capping hard points like that and helping us win the game, well then they're doing their job, you know. And so you just have to think about those things and not just look at KD, because KD can be a trap, and it can land you on a team full of overconfident slayers that end up getting beat by a whole bunch of objective players and great communicators that just have more game knowledge and know the game a lot better. And so they play their you know, they know their roles and they play their roles correctly. But you do need a slayer. You know, you do need people like that. And so, and I would say in regards to that, look for people that are better than you. You know, look for people that have more skill than you so that you can grow and you can learn. And don't always play with full parties of people that you're always doing better than them. You know, I find myself in parties like that where I'm always at the top of the leaderboards, and then eventually I'm like, you know, it'd be nice to play something a little more competitive. You know, I do like dropping 50 bombs and 40s and stuff like that, and you know, my 160 that I've dropped on this game, you know, I do like that, but I don't like doing it all the time. I like competition, and that's why Ocho and I are going to start playing 2v2 game battles, just so that, because I just want the competition, you know, and I like the slower pace when it's more competitive. So this is your boy Kingdom Soldier. I know this has been a long pro tip, but hopefully it's been a good one. What, you know, tell me in the comments, what do you guys look for when you're looking for teammates, and what makes your team successful if you play like a good, if you have a good pub team, like you get together with a couple of your boys and you guys always win. You know, what is it that makes you good, and what do you guys do well? You know, what did I leave out of this video? This is your boy Kingdom Soldier, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.